That's a proxy sale, that is. I'm like, a proxy sale? You have to be 16 to buy a can of Munster? 16? Do you really think I'm under 16?
I've got a deal for you. I was like, I'll subscribe to your OnlyFans if you donate to DadPod.
Yes, people, welcome back to DadPod. My name is NT.
I'm Chris.
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Will.
Yes, and this is DadPod, where we talk about being dads, being parents, life, and everything in between. If you are coming back to us, welcome back. I hope if you have, you've liked and subscribed before, but if you haven't, do it now.
Shout out all 58 of you subscribers.
Yeah. We love you all, man. Everyone counts, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
But yeah, let's get into it, man. So obviously right now it's summer holidays and that. Like my kids have been running wild and everything like that. But it's maybe think about like back in the day when I was on summer holidays, and it's got me a little bit nostalgic. So like I was thinking we should talk about like what we did in the summer holidays and what we wish our kids could do now that we used to get up to.
Nice.
So have you guys got like anything that you wish that they could do that they can't really do now, being like Gen Alphas and all that?
Not door run.
Not door run.
It's the end of an era. I was telling you guys, like my local update page, someone posted ring doorbell footage of a kid not door running.
Yeah.
They posted further footage of them running up and down the street. Like obviously they're doing it to other houses, and they've called out these kids and said how bad their parents must be and blah blah blah. And I'm like, when I was a kid, you got chased by the old man down the road. Come running down. He'd run down with his stick, and if he caught you, you was getting whacked with it. Like, but like
the only time it would go wrong is if he ran down the road and then you gave him a heart attack.
Yeah. That's literally the only way it went wrong, though. Like, he was all known as little noses. It is what it is. They accepted the fact that you was gonna knock their door and run in it. And the old guy at the bottom of the road, he knows who he is. If he's still here, I haven't seen him in ages actually. But like him,
so it did happen.
He used to run after us, man. It's like he was giving us the reaction we wanted.
Yeah. So it's his problem really, because like if he knew he was gonna get knocked down,
we would not have gone to your door every single day.
Exactly.
But the reason we went to your door is because you give us chase. Some people didn't even bother opening their doors, and we just didn't go back. Like, you didn't open your door, shout at us. So you're boring. On to the next.
Do you know what though? Like not door run is just good, innocent fun, man.
Yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong. It's nausing, but as an adult now, I'd rather him knock my door and run.
Things these days, it's like the ring doorbell. Like,
that's
why are you going
Yeah.
to post footage of a kid knocking the door? Like, what's wrong with you? but like, secondly, it's like, just like people don't really answer their phones anymore. People don't really answer their doors anymore.
Yeah, they speak
Yeah,
to
they
the
don't.
camera,
Yeah.
Like, I'm a delivery driver in my day-to-day job, and the amount of people that like I've pressed the doorbell and I need a code, and they're like, "Can you leave it at the door, please?" I'm like, and then I see a blue light on the doorbell. I'm like, "Oh yeah, but I need the code. Code is 1 2 3 4." I'm like, I haven't even seen this person's face, but I've interacted with them today.
You're one of the good delivery drivers. Like usually they just literally ring the doorbell, and by the time I open the door, they're long gone.
Nah, man, I've got a 99%
Every
rating
time,
on there. I've got a 99% rating, and I know where the one thumbs down was. I spilled someone's coffee, and they weren't very happy. But I actually apologise. I'm one of them, yeah. If I spill your drink, I don't just dash it at the door and run so you don't get to confront me. I'm like, oh, by the way, love, I've accidentally spilled it. Do you want me to show you how to get a refund? I will stand at the door and do the refund request through Uber with you, because I feel bad in it.
Next thing you know, he's on a local update page on the ring doorbell.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm on ring doorbell footage. This guy spilled me coffee.
And our kids never got to do that.
Do you know where I draw the line with not door run though? Like if a kid was to do it to my house, I'd be like, fair play, you got me. But I'd draw the line where if they were to take some dog poo, put it in a bag.
The old classic.
Yeah, light
The
it.
old classic.
Not the door and run.
That is the film.
Really
He
mad.
was
Yeah.
talking about this yesterday. I said I'd done it the once, and I only done it because I watched the Adam Sandler film where they'd done it, and I thought, why not do it? And I did it. Don't get me wrong, I never did it
Did you
again.
do it last night?
Well, after the meeting, I was like, ooh, let me go find some dog poo. No. But when I was a kid, I actually did that. I went past the line and I overstepped the mark. But I was easily what's the word, impressionable when I watched Billy Madison, and
Yeah.
You know what? To be
Why
fair,
not?
do you know what I did? And I wouldn't advise my kids to do it.
Oh no.
Take knock door
Disclaimer.
Take knock door run to another level, and like wait, remember the stink bombs? Through people's letterboxes.
oh
Yeah, that is bad.
That would
is bad.
destroy me now. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want a kid knocks my door, catches me out. Fair play. Do you know what? You done me there. But if they did that, I'd be good.
That must stay in your house for weeks. That smell.
Yeah.
That
Because they
was
stink, man.
Horrible.
yeah, them
And
stink
then,
bombs.
and then to be fair, it was worse than knock door run. Like we always used to like wind each other up and that. Like me and my mates when we were younger, and we just overdid it the one down our one mate, and we must have sent about like 5 different pizzas, 4 different curries, and about 10 different taxis to his house.
We've done that, yeah.
We're just standing up the road watching all this.
You know what?
It was
That's
funny, but
brilliant.
it was so bad.
That makes me
So
think
bad.
of times where another thing which a lot of people won't be
It was
able to
bad.
do. Another thing a lot of young kids probably won't be able to do because a lot of takeaways don't have the dial of takeaway service.
Yeah, it's just
exactly
eating all
like,
that now, innit?
When I was younger, if we had a sleepover, we'd dial all the Chineses and just start.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we'd make funny jokes and pull the different accents and whatnot, and we'd annoy the life out of the Chinese people or the Indian, the local Indian. But it was so much fun for a good half hour. You put your phone on no caller and start calling up every single local takeaway, terroring them. Innocent fun though.
Yeah, that was bad. That was when all that people started turning up, and you got like these delivery drivers talking to each other. And that.
Oh, that's
It
funny.
was bad, but it was hilarious.
That sounds funny, man. Oh, if you like did that to me, I'd be. Yes, that is £1 in the jar.
To be honest with you, I mean,
Talk more about your takeaways.
I don't know how I'd react. I don't know if I'd be annoyed or if I'd be like, Joe, it's just a bit of calm and that.
Yeah.
I think certain things.
But
as an adult,
hold
you
on,
have
hold
to
on, hold
accept
on.
a karma, don't you?
With the deliveries, yeah, you know, you were ordering them. Did he have to pay on the door?
Yeah. What happened to him? Did you?
Oh my gosh, that's
all-
I wouldn't
hard.
have paid.
That's what
Screw that.
Yeah.
I always says, "Nah, take the food back, mate."
Yeah, but that was the thing. There's loads of them turning up.
Oh, that is.
Bear in mind,
that's
we were
bad,
about,
man.
we were about like 13, 14, so it's all cash.
Bobby, when,
Yeah,
Bobby,
that's
when
true,
when
yeah.
we become rich and famous, you need to go back to that person and pay for all of them takeaways.
Give him a
Oh,
shout
man.
out now, Bob.
I can't do it. He still doesn't know it was me.
He does now.
If he ever watches this
This sounds
episode,
very familiar.
Yeah. I didn't know this.
We also used to, it's really bad. We also used to give his address if ever we were stopped by the police.
I've done that to a lad I went to school
We
with.
all had a default response.
Are you sure he was your friend?
We all just had a default response. And there was about 5 of us who just, whatever happened, gave his address.
Oh my days.
Yeah, he was our friend, yeah.
again, that's another thing that they can't actually do anymore is give someone else's address to the police because
Yeah, they
they've got
just look you
access to the national database now.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty much when you're born, you give your address, it's on your birth certificate,
Yeah.
everything. Isn't
Could
it?
could get away with a lot more back then, man.
Yeah, no insurance.
I
No
mean,
tax.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there. That is a good thing. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it is a
It
good
is a
thing.
good thing.
We're not saying, oh yeah, oh look now the times have gone forward, it's ruined it. It is a good thing they can access everything
Yeah.
nowadays because otherwise you get loads of bobbies giving out the wrong address. Bobby give out the wrong address to the bobbies.
We-
Hey,
We
first
got,
dad
us-
joke.
we got ourselves a dad
Is that
joke.
the first DadPod dad joke?
I think
I
it
think-
was.
yeah.
It was.
I think it was.
I
A
did-
landmark.
and it was me.
Oh, I've let the side down now.
Where you been? Where you been?
Oh my days.
I think for me that there's I don't know whether it's a case of like them not being able to do it now. It's just like you'd advise against it because of
Okay, where's this going?
how tension. No, it's like it's nothing bad per se, but like I think one core memory for me was
That's
and it's
usually what
not
they say
summer
when it's something
either.
bad.
no, it's like egging.
well, listen.
Well, they can
someone
still
egged
do that
my
now.
yacht.
Yeah, this is
For
what I'm
starters,
saying.
Yeah.
they
This is what
could
I'm
still
saying.
do it, but
Yeah.
you know how expensive eggs are. When we was younger, it was like £1 to get 8 or 6 eggs. Now it's like half a mortgage to buy yourself eggs. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Within 2 sentences, you just become by far the oldest.
I'm caring about the cost of the eggs.
Now I'm just referencing like how sort of the streets have got a bit more dangerous since we've
Yeah, if you throw an egg at the wrong
yeah.
person's house,
It's-
you might be.
yeah, and like even like the last time I went egging.
Last time I went
Last time I
egging.
went egging last
So
week.
last week.
Last Halloween.
These days, that's probably a
Teaching the
kink.
kids.
You know what? You're
These
right.
days, it's probably a kink.
yeah.
Going out egging. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that. It's a bit weird.
You proper got that window.
Now but basically the geezer chased us with a baseball bat.
Oh my days.
Had to jump the fence of a school. Got the
Oh,
vandal
oh
grease all
yeah,
over.
yeah.
And then we're walking back stupidly back past his house like about half an hour. Didn't realise that we were walking past his house.
Was it daytime?
No, it was like
Oh, I was gonna say even worse.
because it was like Halloween when we were doing it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like we're covered in this vandal grease, and he's come out his house with the baseball bat, like you egged my house. You, I was like, no, mate, what are you on about? We've been playing
Wasn't
football.
me.
What? You've been egged? Oh, we'll help you. Get
I
him.
would have flipped. I would have.
And then
I
we
would have
went
flipped that
round
on
with
him. I would have flipped that on him. I would have been like, "Do you think I'd be that stupid to walk past your house if I egged it?"
We went round with him looking for him. We'll help you, mate.
Oh my days!
He's there with his bloody
Let's go and
baseball
look
bat.
around for himself. Can't find him. The little ginger kid ran off too far.
That's brilliant. Oh man.
Something that I wouldn't recommend now. The last time I did it was the last time I did it as a kid. When you used to get someone who was a bit older than you to go and buy fireworks.
Yeah.
And like setting off like the air bomb things and all that all over the place.
You know, there's.
And the one day we did it and it took down someone's phone line, you know, the
Oh.
Got it.
like just one of the wires just come clean off.
Ooh.
That's proper dangerous as well.
See,
'Cause,
we
like,
never
if
used-
anyone touches that, it's live wire.
You know what though?
We just
Kids still do that because
Nah,
I
kids
went
still
to.
do
I
the
went,
firework stuff.
they still ask older people to get stuff from the shop because
Yeah, defo.
I went to the shop the other day and these little teenagers asked me if I could get them a vape.
Vape.
Do you know what?
This
That's
is how it's
crazy though.
evolved.
Yeah.
When I was in secondary, I'd stand outside the shop with me £3 for me 10 deck of fags. Nowadays, they stood outside the shop with their can you get me an Elux or a Lost Mary, please? It has to be blueberry. Like, I'm there, like, and I'm, you know what
Where
I'm
did that
saying?
voice come
you know
from?
what though? To be fair, though,
No, because it's literally 12, 13-year-old kids smoking these flavoured flakes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what, to be fair though,
You'll get what you're given.
when
mate.
I was a kid, I wouldn't even demand what brand. I'd be like, listen, can you just go get me a 10 deck, please? You can have one of the fags and keep the change. And 9 times out of 10, they'd take a fag, keep the change, and I'd
Yeah.
get whatever they smoke because they're having one of the fags.
We'd all be like, Geezer, can you get us some white lightning or something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want my kids to stand outside the shop asking for a 10 deck of fags or some white lightning, like, but it's better than a vape.
You can't get 10 decks now anyway.
You can get cigarillos.
Ah,
They're
but, you know,
minted.
the worst thing was recently when me and Will went into the co-op on our way here, which we always do.
It's gonna bait me out.
A monster.
Yeah, I got ID, didn't I? And obviously, even though I drive and I've got a tattoo on my neck and I've got my car keys in my hand, I've got this little bit of bum fluff, like, no.
And I was
That's what
like,
it-
I'll
it's the
buy
bum
it. And the
fluff.
woman
And then
says,
Bobby offered to buy it for me, and she looked at him like he was buying me a 20 deck of fags, and I was 12. She went, "That's a proxy sale, that is." I'm like, "A proxy sale? You have to be 16 to buy a can of Munster. 16? Do you really think I'm under 16?" She was saying, "I can't do that because it's a proxy sale." I'm like,
How mad is it though that genuinely
It's a can of Munster.
they could have got fined, I could have got fined
Yeah.
for him having a can of Monster.
And I'm over 16.
That's funny.
Now I carry
Oh
my
my
ID with me
days.
everywhere, by the
Yeah.
way. I went into co-op and I said, "Oh, Bobs, look, I got my ID today. It's all right."
Yeah, wearing it round your neck. Like.
ID! I'm old enough. Oh, it is crazy, man.
So good.
Did you guys ever, like, I don't know if your parents smoked, but when I was young, you could go to the shop with a note for your mum or your dad
Yeah,
to go
my
get
mum
a pack
smoked.
of...
Yeah.
Like, my mum used to send me to the shop when I was 10. Now I can say this because I'm not a child. It's not child abuse anymore. But when I was 10... when I was 10...
Technically, it wasn't seen as that then.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
My mum used to send me with a note and it would say to the boss, I'd go to boss man, "Oh, my mum sent me to get 20 cartons," and I'd give him the note and it would say, "Can you give me son 20 cartons, please?" Now, when I
You should have
started
done that at the
smoking...
co-op.
My mum said,
But my mum wants the Munster, not me. Oh my god. The only bad thing, the only bad thing about that note trick was when I got to about 13, 14 and I wanted to start smoking fags,
Yeah.
I would write the note and
Yeah.
I would go get fags.
It was a 20 deck and some white light lid.
And a can of Munster.
Yeah. Don't forget, has to be Monster.
I remember like getting cigarettes and stuff, and like stashing them in a place in the park.
Wow. And they were there when you got back.
Yeah,
What?
stash 'em well.
You used to stash your cigarettes in the park.
Yeah.
This is definitely something.
I thought my dad was going to kill me. When I was smoking.
This is something that's definitely all happened to everybody here. Maybe not Will, but
Be surprised.
it's definitely not happening now. You find him in the park.
Oh,
Yeah, by the canals and that. Oh my god! Oh yes.
See, I didn't find mags in the
Yeah.
park. or nothing. But
Oh
what-
my days! I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
What I
let's
do
hope that
remember,
stops.
Yeah.
what I do remember, I had this one friend. Now, because of his religion, he's very badly looked at. So he used to get the mags and whatnot. But he'd get me to buy them and take them back to my house for him, like so that he could have them. I don't know what he was doing with them in the daytime, but he'd get them for the daytime. And I remember, but I remember getting caught with the mags when I was like 13, and my mum's caught me with all these mags. I've just looked at her and says, "Mum, I can go on." Know what you want about? Like, I've just blatantly said it. I'm like, these aren't for me. These are not for me.
Oh
All
my
mags, you know,
days.
did they still sell them?
I don't know.
Dude, see, that's another thing.
No
The kids
idea.
are never going to know about page 3. I remember when I was like 10, I would go to the corner
my
shop
days.
and I'd look at the newspaper stand and my mum would actually probably think I was looking at headlines. No, I was just flicking the Sun paper over so I could see a pair of knockers, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
If they look at Katie Price now, they probably won't want to go back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Probably won't want to go back now. Like, but these are things that, as much as I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'd be comfortable with my 12-year-old son going into the corner shop looking at page 3. But I
I
did
don't
it.
think
So
anybody ever was.
I don't think
No.
no, there wasn't.
I
The
don't
thing
know
is,
how they
these
got
are-
away with that
These
for
are
so
things
long.
the kids cannot experience, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Before people come at me, it's actually a good thing. But they're not going to experience it. And do you know what else the kids aren't going to experience?
Go on.
The site I mentioned earlier, because now you have to have ID.
Yeah, you do
They
actually.
brought a new
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
have to use.
In the UK,
you have
yeah.
to have a
You know
photo
what,
of your
I've-
ID.
And this episode is sponsored by VPN.
No.
Educate the people, man. Good God.
Oh
I
my
actually
God.
think that's a really good thing. Because,
No, it
again,
is.
with expectations and stuff what we've spoken
No,
about.
it's definitely
before,
definitely a good thing. I'm just saying it's something which obviously it was a big part of my teens. I'm sure it's a big part of your teens. It's a big part of most lads' teens. Let's face it.
Yeah, yeah.
Plays a part in all of us. You know what I'm saying? But now the kids aren't going to experience it the way we experienced.
It's true, man. So true. Oh my days.
So we spoke
now
about.
they just got OFs.
Now they just have to go get the experience in real life, and they.
Or like you said, VPN.
Sponsored by Norton VPN.
Do you know what though? That's probably a problem that we didn't have to face that we do now, and our kids probably will. It's like you get these but they're not even necessarily bot accounts. It's actually real people trying to get you to subscribe to their OnlyFans and stuff.
Yeah,
They just send you a message and that.
Yeah, on social media.
I get about 1 or 2 of them on FB.
I was playing with one recently.
What?
I was. They were like, oh, where are you from? I was like, oh, from Birmingham. Where are you from? Nearby. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, you told it.
And then
They're like, prove you're real. Write my name on a piece of paper.
so I'm just like, look, man, you're doing whatever you're doing. And then I was like, just say what you're doing. It's not a problem. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and then they were like, and I was like, so either you're OnlyFans or you just a scammer. So just like, trying to get money. Just be real about it. And they're like, how did you know it was OnlyFans? I'm like, well, there you go. And then they were like,
nice.
You can literally pay this amount. It's like less than getting something less than getting a sandwich from the shop or something.
Mate,
and I was like, yeah, but
why are
also,
people selling themselves for that little?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
that
like-
is mad, isn't it?
I was like, so then I was playing with him saying like, right, I was like, oh, flipping out, get words out. So then I said, after they said that, I was like, well, I'm not looking to spend any money on it enough. And I was like, and anyway, your name's probably Thierry and you sat somewhere. You sat somewhere just trying to get money off people. And then she was like, no, I'm doing this. Like, it's, and don't you think I'm pretty? And I was like, no, I've got a deal for you. I was like, I'll subscribe to your OnlyFans if you donate to DadPod.
So guys, if you want an OnlyFans subscriber,
She was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah.
watch now. DadPod's gonna start
Just
getting loads of
£400
OnlyFans
back
women.
And that's why if you guys look behind Will, we now have a curtain.
Thank you, OnlyFans. And I got a table.
Just a record, I've never subscribed to it.
You know what though? The one thing which
It's
is
weird though, like, that's everywhere.
Yeah, that is
kind of
strange.
stuff
it's
is
funny you
everywhere.
say the name is probably Thierry because I was looking into like online side hustles because I'm always looking for the next hustle.
Where's this going?
Is it you? Is it you?
No. I'm not gonna do OnlyFans.
I feel like a shameless plug is coming.
I'm not gonna do OnlyFans, but
For just the cost
no,
of
it
your,
was
your Starbucks, you can.
it was modern day
not gonna finish
AI
that
pimping. Modern day AI pimping. Yes, I said what I said. So you're getting AI to produce naked ladies and OnlyFans accounts with this AI generated person. You speak to people with that AI generated person through webcams and whatnot, and you have about 10 OnlyFans accounts and loads of men thinking it's real people they're interacting with. It's crazy. It's a bad side hustle, but it's crazy that that's the world we live in now. There's people speaking to AI and thinking it's real.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like realistically,
crazy, man.
Realistically, the wider problem is that sex sells.
Yeah,
that is
No
a
matter
big
what
problem.
changes,
Yeah.
No matter what changes, like throughout, like with trends and everything, that's always going to be a thing.
yeah.
That's always.
That's just the way human beings are wired, isn't it? Like we're here to
Have fun.
reproduce. At the end of the day.
This took a turn.
Yeah, I was going to
It
say.
just
before
really
it gets
did
too
take
deep,
us a-
Yeah,
there's
one
a lot of-
one game I quite liked as a kid, which I don't see any kids actually playing anymore, and I don't even think it is a thing of the times changing. Well, it is because they'd rather be on Xbox than be outside. But Kirby,
Yeah.
anybody else,
Yeah.
you get an extra point if you get it over the car that's
Kirby?
passing. Like a car's coming and you're like, oh, don't worry about that. That's an extra point. That is. Boing! And half the time it would lob off the car and you'd be like, run!
You ever tried to get it through their windows? Like to the
I
other
wasn't
side?
that brave, you know.
Wow.
Listen,
That's
the
gone
amount,
wrong a few times.
listen,
That is
the
brave.
amount of times I tried to get it over the car and it would hit the car and I had to run. Going through the window was not something I did.
You just got to make sure
that's a
that
small
you.
people problem.
Listen, don't act like you weren't 4 foot when you was 12.
You just got to make sure when you go for that shot, you're near like an alley or something.
So you can get off when you miss.
That's actually mad dangerous,
No, but
man.
kids
Like they
don't-
could have like
Kids
fully
don't play
crashed.
Kirby. And talking about football games, do you remember when you used to use jump as a goalpost?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
would, and whoever owned the football chose the teams and was in charge of the game, was like the ref. You could not foul the person who owned the football. And if they
Yeah.
said it was a pen, it was a pen. If no one could decide whether it was a penalty or not, you went to the person who owned the football. It was like they was the
Do you know what
boss.
though? Do you know what? Where I live, having a kickabout has kind of evolved now.
Oh, people
So
doing it
they-
now.
Yeah, they still do it, but they don't do it like jumpers for goalposts and stuff like that. They're all in like them cages and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
quite cool if they're using the cages. Obviously, we
That's
never
it.
had as many cages when I was
No.
younger. They didn't put them in the
Yeah.
parks, but I don't see kids playing often.
So
enough
some
doing,
a
like, stuff like
distinct
that.
memory that has come back when you just been describing that is primary school playing football, playgrounds are absolutely packed, and it's absolutely chucking it down a rain, and you're playing with a sponge ball.
Oh,
Like,
and it whack off your
it
face.
like
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
laid it on an
Oh.
absolute plate for you. It's like you've risen like prime Ronaldo, and you've just whacked it. It's just like melted over
You
your
got
face.
concussion, mate. It was
Do you know-
specifically the brand MITRE Meter. That was the brand.
Mitre.
Mitre, whatever it is. That them brand balls when they're soggy and wet, mate. Concussion.
Do you know what? It was
Concussion.
genius, though. One hit, it was like concussion and the magic sponge.
yeah, literally.
Do you know when you were in school playing football, it was pelting down with rain?
Yeah.
Didn't it feel like when you scored, you were at Wembley though?
Yeah. FA Cup quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last
everyone
minute
get
winner.
it full,
And
like-
you're wheeling away like.
Everyone, even the other team, is celebrating.
Yeah. The teachers are there like, yeah.
Football in the rain on the school. Let's as a conclusion, football in the rain on the school playground was just top tier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
top
was.
tier,
It was
man.
like the World Cup final, playing in the rain in football, man.
Something again that's changed, and that is trick or treating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
No, you can't
it's
egg
like-
anymore.
Yeah, like kids don't walk around with a plastic bag over them or bin bag over them.
Oh no, it's like £50 outfits these days,
yeah,
man.
it's like full on outfits.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's changed again. Like a lot of it's probably the safety aspect. Like people are generally a bit more cautious. With what's
Yeah,
going on.
which they need to be. Yeah.
But like I remember as I was getting older again with my mates, we decided in the end we were too old to go knocking doors. So we decided in the end to scare all the kids who were going trick or treating. So we'd like we'd see them walking down the road and just jump out on them from behind bushes and stuff.
You sounded like a really nice kid, you did, man.
Yeah,
Just winding people up. I still like doing.
Bobby was a great child, wasn't he?
I remember I was probably about 8 at the time, and my parents had bought me and my sister these masks to go trick or treating.
Yeah.
They were like proper sort of. They looked realistic at the time. Like looking back at them now, they definitely weren't realistic. But they're like old, haggard sort of
Them plastic
old
ones.
people from bloody scary movies and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
The Ring or something like that. Like old haggard mask, and these teenagers. Knocked on the door. Didn't even make any effort. They're just in a tracksuit and
Trick or treat.
just got like a Jason mask on. and they've come to the door. My dad's clocked her. He's put his mask on and he's opened the door like, what do you want? Like, and he's absolutely crapped himself. He's legged it. This lad.
You know what?
And that-
Me and my sister just
See,
rolling
that's-
about.
that's gonna be a core
Your
memory
dad
to
does
that child.
That's great. I was scared a kid. And
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, because they weren't knocking your door, Bobs.
Yeah, you were just
This
actively
lad
out
was
to
like
scare
14 or 15, I think.
But you know what though? That was probably a core memory in that lad's life. He probably remembers it to this day. He could be like, I remember
Yeah.
the one year I knocked on this door and this geezer just got me with a mask
Yeah.
and I crapped my pants. Like
Still having
it's
terror.
gonna be a core memory in his life. Trick or treating's changed though. Like when I was a kid, I did trick or treating up until I was 10, and the reason it changed, I don't know if you guys would have like paid attention to it because I think you was in your 20s at the time. Not so. I realise every time I do this, I'm just cussing you for your age. But no, it's no like obviously the police put out a statement that trick or treating was begging the 1 year, and that you're not allowed to trick or
Come
treat.
on, man.
And the reason they done it, apparently, it was a safety thing because of all the drugs that was being given in trick or treating. Now I don't know anyone that's giving out drugs for free. I'm gonna be real. In
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
local area, no one was giving out drugs for free. You have to pay for your drugs in my local area. So my local area was calm to go trick or treating in. But if you got caught by the police, they'd do you for begging because it was classed as begging. And my mum, I remember my mum was wounded because she loved taking us. It
Yeah.
was a lovely activity we all did, and she loved making our costumes.
Do you know what? That's really surprising due to the fact that they're stopping people from like buying up all the sweets and stuff.
Yeah.
in the shop.
It was a statement they put out the one year. I don't know if they
So like,
if they still do that because I took my kids.
as corporate,
Yeah.
as corporate greed goes, why are they stopping it?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Doesn't
They-
make any
They
sense.
said it was unnecessary begging. The local neighbourhood policing team put out the flyers because we used to have one of them. Don't have
Yeah.
them anymore. But
Was it just in your? Was it just in your area? Was it
I don't know if it was just in my area or if it was a
There
nationwide
was,
thing.
there was a thing about
It was
it
like
being
2000
begging. But
2011, 2012 time. It was like a thing about it being classed as begging.
I think with that though, just like I think possibly like if there's just an unwritten rule where if someone's got like a pumpkin in the window, you know you can go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it is.
That's
Yeah,
how,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's how we was. My mom,
Just-
like,
and
I'd
I
want to go
think as
knock
long
every
as
door,
it's
but my
like
mum
that,
would
I
say
think
no.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'd want to go knock every door, but my mum would say no, even before they classed it as begging, because my mum would say, "Well, no, they're not celebrating it this year, mate." And we'd move on to the ones where there was decorations, because that gives you the inkling they're celebrating. It, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's it.
I don't know why we're saying that though. It's just a thing we do, isn't it? Let's be honest.
But it's
Pagans and
fun.
that.
It's fun. The kids loved it.
Yeah.
My kids loved it. Last year I was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Part of winter solstice,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
I was
Come-
actually
come
in a
to-
full
it's actually an Irish thing.
Spider-Man onesie
Yeah,
speedo thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
It was freezing cold. My knackers were in my belly because I was wearing just Spider-Man outfit, and I'm
Got a
like,
sock down there.
I'm walking around in the freezing cold in October, freezing in just some like little spandexy costume. But the kids were happy as anything, and it made their night. So
You was walking around in spandex around kids.
not actual spandex. That's a spandex-like material, like you know the all-in-one Spider-Man thing.
Lycra.
That's it. That's it. I'm not wearing.
Oh my
digging,
days!
start digging, start digging.
And on that
Not
note,
again. It's too easy,
It
man.
is too easy.
Too
It
easy,
is
man.
too
Do you
easy.
remember doing it at like the jackass phase?
Oh,
Yes.
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 yeah, building ramps
Yeah,
and
yeah.
jumping over your brothers.
Just doing absolutely mental stuff.
I'm kind of glad my kids ain't gonna do that phase
Yeah.
because
What
I'll
is
end
that?
up in A&E.
These days, I think the pranks that people, especially like when they're trying to film it for content and stuff,
Oh, it's not
it's
pranks.
next level.
Pranks aren't
is,
pranks these
yeah.
days. Like it's borderline abuse, man.
Have you seen that? Have you
Sometimes.
seen that swatting thing?
Swatting.
So like, so like streamers and that. So like streamers are like obviously live streaming.
Oh, people are calling the
People
feds
call
to their
up
yard.
saying there's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
weapons and that in their house, and a SWAT team would just come bursting in.
Yeah, if it's happened to like.
Nah.
There's a,
Wow.
happened to Speed. He's a
I need to
streamer.
look into that because
Yeah.
that sounds
Look
funny.
into it. Nah, but it happens on live stream. So like they'll be on a live stream. Like I Show Speed's had it happen to him a couple times. They'll be on a live stream, and then all of a sudden you just got the whole gun squad, like the American
Storming
version,
in,
so SWAT,
bust down to
just
the floor.
busting down doors, screaming, guns. The live stream's still going, and then you've got the chat going mad, like ha 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 ha, all taking the mick out of him
But
because
in
they've
Am-
called
in
the SWAT
America
to him.
though.
He's gonna get shot.
In
Yeah.
America, that's dangerous
Yeah, but they don't care.
because, like, especially for an African American,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's double
You're-
danger.
like that's massive.
Any sudden movement, they are shooting.
And
it.
that was just for saying there was an African American in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
real talk.
it's crap that we have to like
No, but
caveat that, but that's
Yeah.
the truth.
It
the
is
be all and
truth.
end all
It
of
is the
it.
truth. If it happens to Aiden Ross, who's a white streamer, he's gonna have less danger than I Show Speed.
Yeah.
He's in. Even Aiden Ross is still
The
in
white
danger.
streamers are just like, hello, is there any?
Is there any guns in here?
And he's like
No,
pointing
okay.
his gun at the door.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way,
yes, it's just
we're
a shotgun,
joking.
mate, yeah.
We're not talking 100% fact here. We are having a bit of a joke before we get cancelled.
George Bush.
Do you know one thing I wish my kids would experience, but it's not going to happen now because like kids get
We're in 2025.
phones early and stuff like that. It's quite a character building one.
Knocking on for your friends.
Yeah, yeah. So you knock
we
on
were
for your
talking
friend,
about this.
and like you met.
Man's made some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like,
shout out. We'll have to put the video up for.
yeah,
Oh, wait, is that
I'll
where he
leave
got
it in
his
the
kids to knock on
description.
for- and he was pretending to be the
Practicing.
thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's like, why are you
But
standing
in
so
like-
Is it like America? Is it
Why are you so
American?
close to the door?
Was it
He's
America?
a British
Is
British
it
guy.
UK geezer?
I thought
Yeah.
it was American. I did.
Yeah.
But bald head, big beard.
I've
But
seen- I've
he
seen
reminded
the
me though. He
video, yeah.
reminded me like how much you've got to do. You've got to get that right.
Yeah,
Because-
the what you say.
Yeah,
matters, 'cause
yeah.
If you say it wrong,
Even it's not
no.
even the first thing you say. Even the way you knock the door.
Yeah, it's got to be. You can't not like the police because I used to get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to lift your post box, letterbox all the way and then let it go. Boom.
If you do a council knock,
Yeah.
people ain't answering.
TV license.
And you know the difference between the knocks.
Mine was a little river.
Get there.
Mine would be the calmest, just so they could hear it.
Yeah.
So they know. Yeah. So they know it was a child.
See, because
knocking.
it was me and my twin knocking the doors. My twin like said to me, no, you don't do the knocking, do the talk. Because I'm very good with talking, but I'd knock your door like bang, 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 bang. Please. That's how I used to knock doors. I used to do that just as a default knock. I'd just bang your door off.
Man.
Yeah, I wish they could experience that
No, my kids are. I'm gonna make
because it
them
is
knock
character
on your-
building, man.
But that's the only way you arrange things. It was just like you go and knock on for your friend,
Yeah.
and then like you go out all day, do whatever, or go to their house, or they come to your house, or whatever. But like there was no like just sending a message or trying to call.
Yeah. I'll
I
meet me in
think
the
that's a
car.
written rule now. We need to make our kids all knock on for their friends, not give them phones.
But that's, I think,
go
again,
knock
though,
on the door.
I think everyone's more isolated as well, though. 'Cause it's like I'll be honest with you, I don't really know my neighbours, and so like,
Yeah.
and like the other kids that my girls get on with don't live near, but like
Don't live
across
nearby,
the road
like
for-
yeah, yeah.
To be fair, the community that I live in, like I get on really well with my neighbours. Not just my next door neighbour, but like we live in a little way.
yeah.
So there's about 5 houses, and like pretty much everyone knows each other and chats to everyone. Yeah, so we've got a good community, and like recently a new family's come in, and they've got a 3-year-old boy, and like him and my youngest get on pretty well. And like sometimes, like if our side gate's open, he just like bowls into our back garden and starts playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Starts playing.
Why not?
Yeah,
Really?
but
That's
like
a good thing.
that
That's a nice
very
thing.
very rarely happens nowadays.
Yeah.
So I am quite lucky in that sense, but like I do get it. A lot of people, it's not like that for them. So like their kids friends will live like, quite
different
far away.
areas or different
Yeah.
spots. See, I'm kind of lucky like you because I live in a masonette block, which has like it contains 4 flats in a small block.
Yeah.
Obviously the people downstairs they're oldie goldies, so it's very rare. I do speak to them, like help them bring in their shopping, help the one guy with his mobility scooter. But the guy opposite me who lives upstairs, he's got 2 little ones, and it's crazy because the one day, I've always told him, oh yeah, it's open house on the weekend, mate. If you want to come over, just come over. You don't even need to knock, just walk in. And one day my door just opened. Now obviously, yeah, I'm not
You
used
forgot
to
what
that.
you'd said.
I'd forgot that, so I've just flew to the door to go knock out someone.
Yeah.
And there's just this little 6-year-old like, hi, can I come over and play with Oakley and Brody? And I'm like, oh.
Can I,
Yeah,
can I
that's
play
all right,
with-
mate.
You got a foot to the face.
sorry about the punch, mate.
Oh,
Don't tell your dad, yeah.
I was like, at first I was like, whoa, but because it took me aback, because like you said, it's not normal, but I quite like the fact, because my kids can do the same. They can just walk in the neighbour's house, like, because he said the same. He's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, where you live from when you had the birthday party, there's like a good community for
yeah,
down
like
there,
in that little area. 'cause-
everyone kind of looks out.
yeah,
for
you met
each
the
other.
ones in the block, because the thing is,
Yeah.
even though I'm on one block, there's a block on the other corner, and then 2 blocks at the bottom. We don't speak to the bottom blocks. I don't know why. They're never out.
Postcode
But-
wars.
Turf areas.
They're the ups.
The 2 blocks, like on the one side, so my block and the block on the other corner, we all get on. Like the families all come out. Natty met a few of them because they all come out into the big massive garden that we all
Yeah.
share. There's a massive garden that we all share between us, and like all the kids just play out. Half the time, yeah, I just let my kids out, and I'm there chin wagging.
Yeah.
I'm not even chilling with the kids. They're
Yeah.
just off. But I like that because that's
Yeah.
what it should be like.
Community.
Your kids should feel that freedom as well, because it does build independence.
Yeah.
Being able to
The other day,
just walk off. And,
Old took
do what
himself.
they wanna
literally-
do.
I was outside in the garden and I was helping B with riding his bike because he's learnt it now and he's getting there. So we're doing that. I've turned around. I've lost O. I'm like, oh no, where's he gone? He's already gone and took himself to the toilet, the big lad. Big man, like he's took himself.
man.
He's come down.
Fair play.
I've got to the block now. Yeah, he's coming down the stairs. I've gone. Where you been? He's gone. Went for a wee. He would have never done that.
You
before.
know what? That is the end of the podcast, guys. So if you've made it this far, drop us a like.
Let us know in the comments what you did as a kid.
Yeah. If you made it this far as well, you might as well subscribe.
Yeah,
Might
you
as
may
well.
as well.
Yeah, it'd be
You
wrong
may
not
as
to.
well.
Yeah.
It'd be rude not to.
If you
It
drop-
helps
drop-
us.
If you drop something in the comments, I'll give you the address. You know what to do.
No.